With Infinity Strash coming this September, I've talked about it fairly recently on the channel. However, I realized that it's been 3 months since I've talked about Dragon Quest Dai, the anime, which is criminal. And so we're fixing that today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. So I have been holding off talking about the situation in regards to Dragon Quest Dai because everything has been leaks, nothing has been confirmed, but the opportunity has arisen because we have another topic in regards to Dragon Quest Dai that is official information. So we're going to discuss these two things, and at the end we're going to touch on a particular aspect of Dai and what makes it a spectacular anime, because like I've always said, it's this anime that made me such a huge fan of Dragon Quest, not the games. Hopefully it will convince you to check out the 2020 anime remake if you have not. Timestamps will be in the description, so let's dive right into it. So, official things out of the way first. Dragon Quest Dai has an English dub. It's on Hulu. I've talked about this dub before on the channel. That was back when it was only in the UK. The difference now, of course, is that you can officially watch it anywhere, and the dub covers all 100 episodes of the series. Before, it only covered around 25, I believe. I've always been more of a sub guy, but more options are always appreciated. I love more avenues for people to get into Dragon Quest Dai. Now, with these leaks, these have been out for a while. They're nothing new. But essentially, we could be getting a new Dragon Quest Dai anime project, whether that be a film or anime. All of this essentially comes from a tweet. The original one was deleted, but we do still have this one, which will be on the screen now. This could be a total hoax. Obviously, I want it to be true. Dragon Quest Dai left us on a cliffhanger wondering the status of our hero himself. But I'm pessimistic and take this with a grain of salt. Once I see it, I will believe it. I prefer a film as I'm not entirely confident that they can capture the essence of what made the original Dragon Quest Dai great, especially without manga source material from Hinata and Sanjo. Now, what could this film be about? Well, there is the Yvonne prequel and the Makai arc. For those of you who just went like, what the hell is that? I'll elaborate. Yvonne is a legendary hero from the Dragon Quest Dai anime/manga. He is Dai's mentor. Currently in serialization, there is an Yvonne prequel manga which details his journeys before he met Dai. This manga is enjoyable, and if they animated the story, I'd be happy that Dragon Quest Dai is coming back in any capacity. However, I love the OG characters Dai and Pop. They have such a charm. It's kind of like how you can't imagine Dragon Ball Z without Goku and Vegeta. This is why I lean more into the Makai arc. What this is in layman's terms is essentially a story arc involving the underworld that we could have gotten if Sanjo didn't suffer from health issues and the manga continued after the final arc. This is something that I believe could be done well in a movie and could open up the path for another anime adaptation if they do their world building correctly and the movie sells well, like what Battle of Gods did for the franchise that is Dragon Ball Z. That's me being very hopeful, however. It's been shown how underappreciated the 2020 anime remake was in the West. Hardly anybody talked about Dragon Quest Dai. I think that was one of the reasons why my channel was able to grow, because anime fans don't want to acknowledge this show. Dragon Quest fans themselves tend to find the DQ games more appealing. It's a sad state of affairs when this is just such an amazing battle shonen. Speaking of that, let's talk about an aspect that makes it so amazing, because I've already talked about the official information regarding the dub and the leaks. I've always admired that Dragon Quest Dai has more respect for transformation power-ups. Dai only transforms once in the entire series, and it's in the last few episodes of the anime. Most of the time, transformations go to the villains, and they feel more significant because for the most part, they only transform one time, and they go hard, unlike Butterfly Dude over here. And the tension is unlike any other, because the villains have to sacrifice the way they live life as they know it to gain this strength, whether it be by losing their eternal life, losing their free will, etc. Throughout the anime and manga, Dai relies heavily on engineering techniques and perfecting attacks to defeat opponents, which leads to his signature move, the Avant Strash, being so much more interesting. Back when I covered Dai more regularly on the channel, I made videos explaining the Avant Strash Cross, the Avant Strash, the Giga Strash. If you have not seen those videos, I implore you to check them out. Tell you what, if this video gets 50 likes and 1,000 views, I will make a video explanation on the Dragon Knight from Dragon Quest Dai, because it is the cleanest class from anything Dragon Quest related. It's just how it is. That's pretty much it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and bye.